Hello, and I'd love to give you some ideas for letter B is for blueberries. We had a lot of fun with this theme today. First, we decorated our letter B with a blue marker. So just put some dots that look like blueberries. That was pretty easy and fun. Next, I blew some bubbles and I told the kids that when you write letter B, there are two bubbles. So the big uppercase or capital letter B looks like this. There's a 1 and 2 bubbles like that. 1 and 2 bubbles. So we practice that. And we always practice on this handwriting paper. And so if you need to get a copy of that, you can go to my website. 1 and 2 bubbles, a bubble upstairs and a bubble downstairs. So you can practice that. And for the little b, it's the same except just pop the top bubble. It's 1 and 1 bubble downstairs like that. So you can use that same handwriting paper if you want to and practice the little letter B. Looks like this. 1 and a little bubble downstairs. 1 little bubble. Okay, so we practiced that and then we talked about the sound that letter B makes. Letter B says, buh, buh, buh. Can you make that sound? Letter B says, buh, buh, buh. Sounds kind of like we're popping bubbles. Buh, 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 buh. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pop some bubbles. I'll blow them and you pretend to pop them on your screen, okay? And make the letter B sound. Buh, buh, buh. Buh, 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 buh. What does letter B say? Buh, 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 buh. What does letter B say? Good job. Buh, buh, buh. I'll try to blow a big bubble for you. So now that we know what letter B sounds like, we can blend with letter B. So write down the vowels. I'll demonstrate this really quickly. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. We're going to put a letter B with each of these vowels. If you want to learn how to read, this is how you learn how to read. You learn the letter sounds, and then you learn how to blend them together. And we always start with 2 letter sounds. Well, we already know what V says. We just learned it. Buh, buh, buh. And letter A says as in achoo. And you can get a copy of the Vowel People Puppets and practice those vowel sounds because they're most important. So here we go. B, ah, ba, ba. Let's do the next one. E looks like an ear. Hold on, I'll grab the puppet. E looks like an ear. And E says, eh, like old man E. Eh? What'd you say, Sonny? Eh? B. Eh? Be. Be. I looks like a lollipop. An icky, sticky lollipop. B. 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 O has a sore throat and O says, ah. So let's blend these together. B, ah, ba. U has a tummy ache and U says, b, b. Now, if you're ready, you can add a 3rd letter at the end. For example, let's put a T at the end right here. So after you can blend two letter sounds together, start putting that third. This is letter T, and letter T says t, 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 like a ticking clock. Bat, 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 bat. See how easy reading is? It's super duper easy. Well, we did a sight word today, and it starts with letter B. This sight word is blue. So we can build blue. And this sheet, along with all the sheets and the lesson plan, can be found at my website. So what's the first letter that I need in the word blue? I need a letter B. That's what we've just talked about. And then an L, U, and then an E. B, L, U, E. And you can even write B, L, U, E if you want to. Now, when you're starting out learning how to write more than just one letter, it's a good idea to use your finger to hold the space so that your letters aren't squeezed all up next to each other. So use your finger as a placeholder if you need to make sure you space those letters out evenly. Okay, well, for math today, we did some counting of blueberries in this jar, or these jars, and then we did greater than or less than. I'll demonstrate that right now. Help me count the blueberries. 1, 2, 3, 4 blueberries over here, and 1. I'm going to turn this around because I want to start like this. Excuse me. All right, so let me try again. 1, 2, 3 berries over here. So which is more, 4 or 3? Which jar has more? 4. The one with 4 is more. So 4 is more, but we actually say it like this: greater than. 4 is greater than 3. And these look like lips. Let me put some lipstick on these lips. Some bright pink lipstick. Okay, well, I don't know about you, but when I'm eating something yummy like blueberries, I want more, not less. So I'm going to open these lips to more. 4 is greater than 3. 4 is more than 3. All right, so I'm going to move around the blueberries. This time I'm going to put another one over here and another one over here. So now I have 4 blueberries over here. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blueberries over here. Which is more, 4 or 5? You got it, 5 is more. So let's turn those lips around because 4 is less than 5. 5 is more. All right, take a look at this. I'll show you one more. What if I add another blueberry in this jar? Now there are 5 over here and there are 5 over here. Which is more? They're the same. So what we're going to do now is put 2 lines like this. This means equal to. 5 is equal to 5. They are the same. So that was greater than, less than, and equal to, and you can practice that. That sheet is also with our weekly worksheets and lesson plan. And for, let's see what's next. For music and movement, we did the blueberry dance. I'll put the link below. And then for art today, we made, let me get it. Oh, we made a blueberry pie. I just took a paper plate and just colored the middle of the paper plate with a blue crayon. And then we glued some strips on the top. You could even color, I probably should have colored the outside of the paper plate brown so it would look more like a pie. But that was our art for today, a blueberry pie. For science today, we looked at some real blueberries that I have that I bought from the grocery store. And then we learned a little something about blueberries. This is a blueberry bush, and blueberries grow on blueberry bushes. Look at all those blueberries. Yummy, how delicious. Now, if you look really closely at a blueberry, you can see a star at the top. Blueberries are also known as star fruits. God really did a good job designing blueberries. They're so cool. Next time you get a blueberry, see if you can turn to the top of the blueberry and find the star. And there are lots of things that you can do with blueberries. You can make blueberry pie or blueberry pancakes or blueberry cake or a blueberry custard, blueberry muffins, or even blueberry ice cream or sherbet. Which is your favorite thing to have? Which of these things do you like the best? I think I do too. I like that. I like them all. And actually, I like blueberries just by themselves. I can just eat blueberries like they are. They're really good for you too. They're good for your heart. They're good for your brain. They're good in a lot of ways. They're called a superfood. That's how good they are for you. Our story time today was Blueberries for Sal by Robert McCloskey. And I'll let you read that if you want to at home. Blueberries for Sal is a really good story. Well, I hope that gave you some ideas for B is for blueberries, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.